Hit that like button, just like Tyson.
I know one thing. I know one thing. The baby, I'm not a fan of his music. I don't like his arrogance. I don't like his attitude. You know, the way he played those two children that were merely hustling to get money and gave them $2. But this is the same guy that'll go into the strip club and throw $30,000 for one dancer. The baby brought out Tory Lanez to begin with. He had a shoe throw at him on stage at Rolling Loud. He had a shoe threw at him. Somebody tried to hit. Hey, if you would have saw how fast that shoe came, I said, wait a minute, they had that was a football shoe. You know what I'm saying? Because it flew past. But when you think about the baby, and like I said, it's arrogance, right? And he brought out Tory Lanez, and I don't know what happened between him and Megan Thee Stallion for him to bring out Tory Lanez right after she performed. But what I'm saying is, that wasn't a good look. Let's just focus on the fact that the baby brought out Tory Lanez. What does that say to Megan Thee Stallion, Price the Sound?
Well, for one, I think the baby is a knockoff version of Chris Brown. He's one of those guys that goes out there playing all the females, hitting up Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and every female out there. And the biggest thing with the baby, he's a cop artist. He's one of those cap artists that goes out promoting himself, and he's a big self-promoter. Biggest thing in the industry, if you're a self-promoter over a public promoter, people are going to start hating on you. They're going to start throwing shade. And one of the things, I think he got the shoe through at him because he literally was throwing shade on people. And if you saw a couple other interviews, he actually called Megan Thee Stallion out in an interview and said that she was fat, no cap, crap, and no time for trap or rap. She should quit. So I would have to say if he's throwing shade out on her, then it's probably why he's getting in fights with her.
Oh man, I think you about to send it up, lady. I think you about to send it up. Bone Leon, was the baby bogus for bringing out Tory Lanez after making so much money with Megan Thee Stallion?
I mean, it depends on what his intentions were. You know what I'm saying? Because like we know, drama sells.
You know what, Price of Sound? Speaking of Chris Brown actually came out and said, shut up, do your show, get the hell off stage. You know what I'm saying? You're doing too much. Like a lot of people is fed up with the baby's antics. You know what I'm saying? So Bone Leon, is the baby doing too much, bro?
You know something? I'm going to say no. Right? You know why I'm going to say no? Because he's getting the results that he's seeking. We're sitting here talking about him. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it may be a strategic movement on his side to just keep people talking about him, keep himself relevant in, you know what I'm saying, in the world. You know, or he could just be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't say. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot going on. He's definitely a character, you know. Well, I can't say, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what his intentions are.
Well, speaking of being a character, this is the same guy that used to wear a baby's pamper, right? He used to wear grown men's Depends, didn't he? All right, so Mystic World, let me tell you this. The baby said that this is what got the LGBTQ plus community upset, is because the baby got on stage and he said that if you ain't sucking no D in the parking lot, put your lighters up. He also said if you didn't show up with HIV or any other deadly STD, put your lighters up. Now, the gay community thought that was a direct insult to them. What do you think about that, Mystic World?
Well, I think that if you think about it, the way the community is now, especially with the rap game, you know, these are the type of lyrics that a lot of the rappers in today's world, you know, how they write or how they express themselves. And I feel like by them feeling a certain type of way about the lyrics, you know, they should have did a back check, you know, before they just came up and started like they were attacking them. You know, if you don't find out the facts about something first and you just go at something it can cause a lot of confusion, and by him doing that, and instead of them just thinking about that for a minute and trying to process it, they automatically wanted to throw shots at him because they feel like they were throwing shots, at them. So I feel like this is a miscommunication between both little baby and the baby and the LGBTQ plus community. So I feel like they should have gotten all of the results before they just came attacking someone. Because the way things are now, if you can just throw anything out there, and if people feel like it's towards them, they're going to automatically get that adrenaline instead of just taking a step back and thinking, is this really about me, or is this just an expression of how they feel at that moment?
Hey, but check this out. The baby also was attacked by women's groups because he said, women, if your coochie smells like water, put your lighters up. Now, priceless sound, I need to know, is water the way coochie's supposed to smell?
Let me clear you up. That's cap. A lot of it is supposed to have like a sweet smell. Literally, it's called the sweet smell for a reason. Cause it's supposed to smell sweet. If it don't smell sweet, she been in the club with Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, J Lo, and 50 other females. It's not gonna smell good. And obviously, if it smells like water, that's probably why. Cause she was the wrong area, and so he was at the wrong side. He wasn't in Atlanta. He was in Louisiana, and there's a difference.
Wow. Hey, well, guess what? A lot of people did not like what the baby had to say, man. And Questlove from the Roots, I do believe, was one of those people who didn't like what the baby had to say. In fact, Questlove scratched the baby's name off of his list, and there was a list of people that he wanted to do business with. Did the baby make a mistake by attacking the LGBTQ community, Bon Coleon?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. No, their community has so much influence. You know what I'm saying? That you don't want to get on their bad side. I mean, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have a lot of power. You know what I'm saying? And like, a lot of people don't understand the power that they have. Will it affect his business? I think so. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he made a mistake. He definitely made a mistake.
Oh, he made a mistake. All right, so Mr. Guerrero, should the baby stand strong on his principles?
I feel like he should, because I feel like if he says something and then if he takes it back, then all of his fans is gonna look at him in a different way, because this thing is, if you believe in something, you stand on it. But at the same time, if you stand on it and ride through it, you're gonna have to deal with some of the consequences as well. So that's why you have to be careful what you stand on, because in the long run, it could hurt you. Even if you're not trying to, be careful what you say, because whatever you stand on, make sure that you can stand on. Because if not, once they attack you, there's nothing else you can do but face the reality.
All right, priceless sound. Questlove is now considered to me as a gay advocate. Why would he stick his neck out for the gay community? Is he gay? I'm not sure. But why would you think a hip hop legend like Questlove would stick his neck out for the gay community when he had the opportunity not to say anything at all?
Well, my thing is with that is that if he taking sides, it may be because he's had experience with those people. Maybe he's got a lot of followers in that community. Maybe people are supporting him. He's feeling a lot of love from that community, so he's trying to stick up for them. But another reason is too, he's just like the baby. using it for an opportunity for Cap, using it a way to promote his music or make himself famous in that community, getting a little self-promotion, like I call it. But here's the thing with self-promotion. It can only go so far. You start promoting in the wrong community, and the wrong people, like Mr. Gross said, are going to start following you. And those people usually always end up in the place where Lil Nas X is, going to the rodeo, riding them cowboys and rodeo. No, it's not gonna work. I disagree. I don't think he should have stood up for it. But what do y'all think?
Bon Coleon. See, the thing with me is Questlove was cool with the baby when he was calling black women bitches and whores, robbing people and killing. Because I do believe that Questlove is supposed to be like a woke brother. So why would he not have an issue with the baby calling women bitches and whores, but he have an issue with this? Bon Coleon.
Like Priceless Sound says, you know what I'm saying? It could be him trying to get into that community, understanding the influence and the power that the community has, you know, to try to, bring himself up, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, he could have been one of those guys that had been in the closet for such a long time. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as like, not mentioning, the baby calling women bitches and things like that. A lot of people look at that as just a way of expressing themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's the freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing, right? But like, it's I don't know. It's a crazy situation, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? It's really kind of hard for me to put my finger on it. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, you never know a person's intentions. You never know what they seeking in return. You know what I'm saying? So it could be a strategic movement, or he could be taking up for his own community. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? So like. Like I said, I can't put my finger on it, man. It's kind of hard for me to answer that, man, because like even in my music, you know what I'm saying, I have used those terms of calling women, bitches, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, I'm unbiased. You know what I'm saying? Because I call a woman a bitch and I call a homosexual a faggot. You know what I'm saying? So like.
Oh,
I
whoa,
mean,
whoa, 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 whoa.
no,
Can
I'm
you
just
read?
saying, you know what I'm saying?
Don't
Okay.
get, please, I don't want the trench coat mafia at my door, man. You gonna have them at my door, bro. Oh, the streaker mob. Oh my God. All
Yeah.
right. Mystic World. What do you think about the fact that Questlove had so much to say about this situation, but he doesn't reprimand the baby on his other lyrics?
Well, I feel like if Questlove supports, artists is calling females, out of their names, then but have a problem with this, I feel like that's one track. Like how are you going to, accept or promote the world that it's okay to call a female out of their name, but at the same time, when it comes to the LGBTQ community, oh, all of a sudden, he has something to do with it. So I don't agree with him allowing or promoting to the world that it's okay to call a female out of their name. So I feel like to me that you know he has nothing. I mean, I feel like that's a fake trait right there, because if you accept or try, just say that the kids of this generation say, "Oh, it's okay to call, I know the females out of their name or call their mom out of their name." But when it comes to the LGBTQ community, you got something against that. Brother, something's wrong with that. Very
Oh
wrong.
man. Oh man. Oh, that was great insight on that story.